Gentlemen, welcome back to the JKWD podcast. Hey, if you saw something a little weird in your feed this week, it wasn't, you didn't get spiked coffee or anything. Yeah, we did have to retransmit episode 0 and 1 because we lost them out of the feed and we're just putting them back in. Don't worry about it.
That's right. And we'll probably lose a couple of others later so we can do that again just to confuse you.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's an alternative timeline.
Yeah, time traveling.
Yeah.
Hey, Kelvin, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm sitting here in sunny Syracuse, and by gosh, it's actually sunny today and warm. I went out in a little jacket this morning and came back and took that puppy off. It's nice. It's beautiful. There's green grass, and it's good to see the sun, I gotta say.
Nice. Well, we were having intermittent downpours here, having one right now. So no sun, but it's been warm. It's been in the 80s.
So you're steaming.
So it's spring. It's springing. It's springing hard around here.
All right. So life is good here, and I've even had some little fun. I had some little photography lately. Got some headshots done, making people feel good about themselves and everything. And hey, I'm doing all right.
Awesome. I'm doing good. Baby's growing. Eating us out of house and home by the time she's 4 months old. So, we better start coming up with something to sell because she's gonna want real food soon. And
well, actually, I'm thinking at this point that a couple of steaks might probably be cheaper than the formula she's eating.
The formula, yeah, maybe. I was joking about that yesterday. She ate so much yesterday that Jen got home. I said, "You remember that time I ate 2 32-ounce steaks and 4 baked potatoes and a half gallon of ice cream?" And she looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, "Yeah, because I've never eaten that much." This one here, this is the one day this outfit's gonna fit because this is about to tear. You see this belly?
Well, it's good because she's healthy.
That's right.
And she got good lungs too. I've heard some of her expressiveness recently. I think that she is going to be a woman who speaks her mind.
Yep. Well, I think that runs in the family. Both sides.
I'm sure.
And she will not be a big woman, so she'll have the voice to carry it.
There you go. I'll remember to stay kind and cognizant in my older years, so I don't incite the ire of whatever generation she's going to be called at that time.
Right. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
So I don't know. Maybe we should dump in some music here and come back and talk about affirmations.
Let me affirm that.
Josh and Kelvin World Domination Podcast, where we talk about better humanhood and teach you how to dominate your world. You ready? Here we go. So, affirmations.
I like them.
It's a multisyllabic word there. What does it mean? What are affirmations?
Well, it depends on who you're talking to. For me, I'm sorry, was that rhetorical or were you?
I'm talking to you.
Oh, for me, affirmations are a conscious acknowledgement of my intent and ability to do or be something.
You sound like you've thought that out.
Scary, isn't it?
Yeah, it really
That
is.
was off the top of my head. I'm like, where did that go?
That really surprised me.
I know because I've had some dumb days. But that is it. And it's energizing. They are energizing, generally speaking. And sometimes an affirmation is, well, no, because my affirmations are always in a positive present configuration. So I was going to say that sometimes it was talking about something I wasn't going to be, but that's not true. That's not what we do with an affirmation. What do they mean to you, Mr. Shear?
Well, I believe it or not, I look at them as in more layman's terms.
Layman's terms?
Layman's terms.
I didn't hook up my real microphone, so if I'm echoing, you just get to hear that much more of me.
Yeah.
The heck with it.
I forgot to mention it, but you sound just fine.
Thank you so
much. So to me, affirmations are a reminder that you have accomplished things in the past, so you can continue to accomplish things in the present and future. So anytime you're feeling stuck, anytime I'm feeling stuck, or you're just like I can't get anything done, or don't know if I can conquer a challenge. I've done this before, and I've done this, and I've done that, and I've done that, and I've done stuff. I can do stuff.
Yeah. It has been my observation that when we do something in the past and get through it, that we have skills that are transferable to the present and future. But sometimes we have to remind ourselves.
It's true. And lest this sound like a goals exercise, because it's not that. But, one of the things you do with goals is you put little markers along the way to get to the goal. Is you knock off that milestone and you get a little dopamine hit, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good. Oh, yeah.
That's how they used to explain doing the check marks on my Franklin planner.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little dopamine hit. You got something accomplished. Well, you've got a lifetime of dopamine hits so far. Might be graduated high school, did well on that test. It might be ran a half marathon. It might be got accepted into the Air Force. It might have been got through basic training. It might be got paid for my first photography gig. It might be recorded my first podcast episode. Those are all little dopamine hits. Those are all little, hey, I did it, happy. 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 And
I was happy when I did it.
And you get all those I did it. They build up into I can do it.
Again. Or I can do it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you use a lot of affirmations, Mr. Shear? Or in the form that you spoke of?
Yeah, so here's what I do for affirmations, and this is largely based on we talk a lot about our master key experience.
You moved away from the microphone there, so you're whispering.
I went to write down what we were talking about for the show notes, and I'll just pull my notebook closer. We talk a lot about what went on with our we talk a lot about what we did with our master key experience, and affirmations is one of the things that we did. So I and we did kind of a massive affirmations project. After a while, that thing just built up.
Yes.
So I tell people, go get 25 index cards. On 20 of them, write down things that you've achieved or accomplished. They don't have to be big. They can be. Start with your big ones if you want, but put some small ones in there. Even if, remember that time I made breakfast 7 days in a row?
Oh yeah.
That's still something that you achieved. If that was difficult for you, it's something you accomplished. Stick it on there. On the other 5,
yeah.
on the other 5, right, do it now. And shuffle everything in there. Read them a couple times a day. Just read them through a couple times a day, and you can't see the video, but Kelvin's holding up his cards, and he's got a bunch of them. I think we wound up with something on the order of 75, 100 cards after a while.
Yeah, and if you keep adding to them as time goes on, you can end up with a big list.
Yeah, which is great because it means that you don't have to do the whole list every day, and you get even more things that you can check off, right? Like if you read the same 20 every day, then you're gonna wind up thinking about the 20 things you've achieved and figuring you can do another 1 or 2. It's 2 is 10% of 20. But if you write down 20 today, you read those for a couple of days, and you add 5, then you add 5, then you add 5, and you add 5 every day for a month. Now you can just keep reading off accomplishments, and you never hit the same one twice.
At least not soon.
Right. So yeah, Crow. So since you got them out, you want to read a couple just to tell people what kinds of things are on there?
Well, I have expanded it a little bit since I started, but I can just read off a few here.
All right.
I will not do that one. The first one says, actually, I am not my father.
Okay.
That came in, this is the one in front of me. And that came up on some conversations about, past life stuff and programming from the past. I've got one here that says, ask better questions. This one I think is important to me. This is a different reminders. I had another list that talks about all the stuff I've done, like I am a great father. I have successfully raised 3 children. I retired from the U.S. Air Force. I did 20 years. I am a professional photographer. Sometimes I blame it on somebody else. People love my photos. And I have these other things.
Yeah, so that
your mind. I have to. This is a good one. Your mind answers the question you ask it.
Sprinkle some good reminders in there. Yeah, I like do it now because we are all born procrastinators.
I think I was born into it heavier than most people. Yes, and do it now comes really, really handy after you read the one that says knowledge doesn't apply itself.
Yeah.
You know where I got that, don't you?
No, where did you get that?
Oh, yeah. That was one of the first incredible quotes from my MKMMA experience and Mr. Mark Janaszewski,
So,
a man who could say that with great energy.
knowledge doesn't apply itself. That's
Knowledge
like
doesn't apply itself.
that's like the Derek Sivers quote we say a lot, which is if knowledge were the only thing you needed, we'd all be billionaires with perfect abs.
Oh yeah, there you go. So, what do yours look like?
I was just looking for mine, and I know there's a notebook down here, with all the MKMMA stuff in it, which means the affirmations are in there. But if you keep talking, I'll get this drawer pried open here.
Oh, well, see, that's what happens when you have to change diapers on your lap. You close everything that the baby could fall into and lose her. Oh, my goodness. But yeah, the affirmations are good. And all the reminders that we need, too, from the things that we do. Do it now is really good as you cycle through the cards. Because, again, we forget. I also have things that say, watch your words, because we hypnotize ourselves into doing things. And I've got a philosophy that says you got to be careful what you say out loud, because when you say it out loud, as soon as it comes back in your ears and your mind hears your voice say it becomes true, or it becomes real. So we really have to be careful about our self-talk, which is another card.
So I've got my big old MKMMA notebook here. And my cards.
You got all your cards in there? I had like probably 200 cards for a while there for the affirmations and stuff.
Well, my affirmation cards seem to have fallen out, but mine were all very simple. Ran a half marathon, married my wife. Some stuff that we all do, but general milestone things are important to remember. Graduated high school, went to college, got a job. Got a job in my field. Got a job I enjoy.
And specific wins.
Yeah, just a reminder, hey, that thing you're trying to do that you're not doing, you've done it. You can do this. And I've been telling a lot of people lately to do some affirmations. I'm part of this dad's group called the Dad Edge Alliance, and one of the problems that and I'm finding this a little bit too, is that we get caught up so much in our kids growing up and our kids' accomplishments that we lose us a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, your kids are grown now.
My kids are grown now, yep.
So I don't know if that was ever an issue for you, or if you remember those days, if it was. But there are many days when, instead of writing a blog post or instead of recording a podcast, I will cheer my daughter on for getting her head off the mat for 15 seconds at a time. Mm-hmm. And well, that's important. If you let it add up over a number of months or years, and you just let your own accomplishments falter, then you become you become a product of somebody else's successes, and you tie yourself to that, and it really becomes an issue for some people. And when it comes time that the kids are more independent and they don't want to be, Dad, I can go do this on my own. Now you can't live vicariously through your kids anymore. You can't count their accomplishments as your own. you still have to go out and achieve. And for as much as achievement is a human desire, I think in men particularly, it's a thing because I think we are kind of wired to be providers, and if we're not needed in that capacity, if we don't need to provide all the support, then we need to do it for ourselves at some point too.
Yeah, it's easy to forget that we have our own lives, and I run into that a lot as a life coach too. People who have been giving all their life to their kids, and other things, like people who like giving to the community, right? There's a lot of people who like giving to the community to the extent that they don't have time to do anything for themselves. And although that stuff feels good, unless you bring it back to you and your personal accomplishments, and also you lose track of that too. And it's important to remember that you serve not just the community, but you.
Well, then you got to fill your own cup too, right?
Yep. As they say, put your parachute on first.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it was oxygen mask.
Oxygen mask. If you don't put you on if you don't put your own oxygen mask on first, then you can't breathe while you're helping everybody else, and you pass out, they're going to pass out because you can get their
on. Yeah. So affirmations are good. So have you had because I know you've done some stuff I haven't done. You're more of a physical person than I am. But
yeah.
Have you had a set of affirmations that have been particularly effective for you? That may sound like a weird question.
Are you familiar with the Disney film Finding Nemo?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
I bet a lot of our audience will, with kids younger than yours, they'll be very familiar with this. So in the film, Ellen DeGeneres plays a fish with a memory issue. So she's got some short-term memory issues. So she's got the like embedded long-term stuff. Like she knows she knows she's trying to find her parents, but she doesn't have details along the way. Like she's got memories of where they were when she was little, but she doesn't have the details of how she got pulled away. She doesn't have she doesn't have the details of where they went. She doesn't have the details of the things she just said. There's who are you? We just met. So obviously they play that off comedically. But she has a mantra. And that mantra is just keep swimming. And she sings it. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. And that winds up being something for me. Because, as a runner, I mean, it's a repetitive activity. And it can hurt. It can hurt. It can be dull, too. Just one foot in front of the other. And you keep going for 3 hours or 5 hours or however long. And there are people who do it for 72 hours or whatever. For all the people who think I'm crazy, there are people who are way crazier.
I can't even imagine. I have enough trouble getting to the end of my driveway. I'm not telling anybody how long that is.
But sometimes it's a matter of having that mantra. Just keep swimming, just keep going, just keep running. And that's something to sprinkle in throughout your affirmations. Hey, you've done a mile. And, that's something I always did was sometimes I have an app tell me in my ear, you've gone a mile. Yeah, and depending on how often I need it, I might have it tell me every quarter mile. And on a 3-mile run, that's 12 times that it tells you. On a 20-mile run, it's 80. So it's just it's a matter of I like counting quarter miles. Hey, if I've got 5 miles to do, hey, you've done 1, you got 19 to go. Hey, you've done 2, you got 18 to go. And if you need to break that up, sometimes I need to break that up. I might say 1 down, do 4 more. You get to 5. 5 down, 5 to go. And that gets you halfway. 10 down, 5 to go. Now you're 3/4 of the way. All right, done 15. You get 5 to go, and then you're done because you've done 20 quarters, and that's your 5 miles.
I haven't done that yet. When I was in the Air Force, the most I ran was 1.5 miles, and I considered that to be an incredible accomplishment at the time.
But it doesn't have to be running, right? It could be writing a book. Hey, there's 1 chapter, got 12 to go. It could be, I don't know, could be doing a year of something. Hey, I got 1 day down, 364 to go. It could be a week of doing something, 1 day down, 7 to go or 6 to go.
And in addition to just saying it or just writing it, sometimes it's good to just take some time and actually celebrate the win in the middle. Especially if it's something you didn't think you could do, man. Celebrating instead of just going, "Oh man, I'm so tired. I can't believe I can do it." Just actually have some time to appreciate yourself and actually pat yourself on the back for being able to get through that.
And use the language. And use the language of celebration. Yeah, even that time we got laid off when I got that phone call, and I know we've talked about that recently, so I'm not going to rehash the whole story, but I got that phone call that they were shutting down my department. My wife looked at me and said, "What are we going to do?" I said, "Well, we're going to go celebrate." It was the end of something. It's the end of this, but it was the start of something new. So, use that. Even at the end, like it's great to celebrate on the way, but celebrate at the end too, because it's so easy at the end to say, "All right, well that's done."
Yeah, it is.
So celebrate it being done. Whatever it was, and add that to your pile of affirmations. Hey, there's something else I did.
Yep. So I may actually have to refresh my stack because looks like some of them disappeared on me. I don't like that.
Well, I got something else you can add.
What's that?
150 episodes of JKWD.
Wow.
150. Yeah. We're almost 3 years in.
And both of us are still here.
Yeah. I don't know how you stuck with me.
All the time. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. Sure is.
Oh, here's a bunch more. I plan to be here.
Same here. I plan for you to be here as well.
I appreciate that. Gonna replace Kelvin next on the next year, yeah.
Hey, in the words of Jim Rohn, I'll take care of me for you. You take care of you for me.
Do it. Done.
All right. Well, thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for listening. Rate, review, share. Let's have more people get to the podcast, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Hey, thanks for listening. Show notes and more at jkwdpodcast.com. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share with your friends, and we will see you next week. Bye. A Better Humanhood production.